Algebraic fractions. You recognize algebraic fractions by the fact that there's usually a letter. It doesn't always have to be x, but you're given a fraction added to another fraction. You may not always have plus, it could be minus either. So there's two examples that I'm going to do here with you. Two of them are quite different. The first one has numbers as the denominator. The second one has letters as the denominator. Once you know how to do the one with numbers, the one with letters is the very same. The very first thing you need to do each time, and you have this down in your notes copy, is get an LCM. So number 1 in the steps is LCM. The LCM for 3 and 2 is 6. Okay, so it's the lowest common multiple between them. If you're stuck, you write down 2 and you write down 3. You write down a multiple of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. With 3, you can do the same. 3, 6, 9, and so on. You can see, looking at the two lines, that 6 is the lowest common multiple. Usually, it's just those two numbers multiplied by each other. So I'm going to write this in two different ways. I'm first of all going to write down 6. Alternatively, I can write down the 2 by the 3. Is that all right? Now, so that's number 1, you got the LCM. Step 2, divide the denominators. That means the numbers on the bottom. So I'm going to divide the numbers on the bottom into each other. So that says divide the denominators. So 3 into 6 goes 2 times. And then step 3 is you multiply the numerators. Multiply by the numerator. Okay, the numerator is the number on top, so you're going to multiply by 4x. So that is 3 into 6 goes 2 times by whatever's on top, which was the 4x. We're then going to step 4, repeat. So we have our LCM already. We're now going to divide in the denominator. So we've done the first fraction. We're now going to go to the second fraction. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So plus 3. And then you're going to multiply by the numerator. The numerator is the number on top, which is 5x. Sorry, that shouldn't be there. Okay, we're then going to multiply them out. 2 by 4x is 8x. 3 by 5x is 15x. All over 6. And when you simplify that, that is 8 and 15, that is 23x over 6. And that's fine, that's it done. Another way of doing it is using the numbers 2 and 3, just written side by side. Again, you're going to divide into denominators. 3 into 3, cancel, and you're left with 2. So it's going to be 2 by whatever's on top. Secondly, 2 into 2 cancels, and I'm left with a 3 on the bottom. So it's going to be 3 by the number on top. That's what's left. So it's going to be plus 3 by 5x. This and this are the same. It's just that on the bottom I've written 2 by 3, which is 6. You can do all your multiplication at the same time. 2 by 4 is 8x plus 15x. All over 2 by 3 is 6. That's the same thing as 23x over 6. So sometimes it is best to get the LCM, but to show that it works by just multiplying the two numbers, I've also shown it. The reason I've done it this way is that when it comes down to the x's, the LCM, and you're going to do the same 4 steps, should I say, I just want to make sure you can see that. First thing you do is you get an LCM to do the second question. So you draw your line, and when you have two unknown values, the LCM is just the two numbers multiplied by themselves. So x is my first factor, and the second factor is x plus 4. Using the logic that 6 was the same thing as just 2 by 3, and that was my LCM, and I divided in, I multiplied out, and I repeated. I'm going to do the exact same thing with this. So when I divide in, the x's cancel, so cross them out, and you can see I'm going to be multiplying 3 on top by whatever's on the bottom. Then I have a plus is next, and then you can see that the x plus 4 is cancelled with each other, and left with 2 on top by the x on the bottom. I'm then going to multiply those out. 3 by x is 3x. 3 by 4 is 12. Is that all right? So that's that whole bracket multiplied out. And then going to multiply 2 by x is just 2x. And it's all over, and you don't need to multiply this out. X by x plus 4. We're going to simplify this now. 3 and 2 makes 5x plus 12 all over x by x plus 4. Okay, and that's the question done. So regardless whether you have numbers on the bottom or letters on the bottom, you're using the same 4 steps that we looked at in class. Getting your LCM, dividing the denominators, multiplying the numerators, and repeating your steps. Once you've that all done, you're just simplifying it like you normally would to get your overall answer.